Hi guys, I just had some random thoughts as I was driving and stuck in traffic on my way to go to daycare to pick up my child. So, number one, I'm rocking some red lips, which I have not done in years, and that's what happens when you lose 100 pounds. You gain the confidence to try out some new things. So, at first when I put it on, I was like blotting it off and it wasn't working, and then I was like, I love it, I feel sexy. So, I was just thinking today about what to have for dinner, and I feel like I eat the same things all the time, and sometimes I feel like eating just isn't fun anymore. Since my last fill, I lost a few pounds, so I got down to 221, which was 100 pounds, and then I ended up going back up to like 223, so it's like 98 pounds. Anywhere from 222 to 223. And I feel like I can't get back down there again. Now, not that I've been trying really hard to get back down there. I got there for like one day and then it went back. So I really want to start focusing on what I'm eating. I need to start focusing on what I'm eating. And I was thinking tonight as I was at Qdoba in line for a burrito bowl that I got some rice, and I remember thinking it was like the best thing in the world, and that eating used to be so fun in a way because it was like an activity and I could shove my face and I was filling myself with all of, you know, this good food and taking away the void of whatever else was missing. And now you can't stuff your face, and a lot of times I'm not careful enough with what I'm chewing and eating, and I get like not stuck. Since I've had this fill, I haven't gotten stuck where I get like the saliva feeling, which is really good because you'd think that I would now that I'm tighter. But I just feel like food just isn't as fun, and it's not supposed to be so much fun, you know. I think that's why I got food was really fun for me, and that's what made me go to 321 pounds. But I don't know, sometimes you just want to shovel your face. Sometimes you just want to get something and like just nom 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 and just shovel it in, and you know, you can't anymore. So which is a good and bad thing. It was just a thought that I had, and I like to express myself. So that's really about it. I wasn't able to go to Zumba this week, which is always a bad week for me when I can't do Zumba. So I'll have to, I'm going tomorrow night, which is Thursday, and I'll get back into the routine. I signed up for a 5K. I swear I only do 5Ks so I can fill my scrapbook up with like cool reminiscence of it. So that 5K is coming up in less than a month, probably about 2.5, 3 weeks. And have I run? No, I haven't, but I will, because I want to be prepared for it, and I'm running with a friend, the same friend that I usually do 5Ks with. And last year I was 98th place, which was last place, and it took me 55 minutes. So this year I just want to beat that and hopefully not come in last. But if I do, that's okay, because a lot of those people were big time runners and Lululemon pants wearing and whatever. Not that I should judge people based on their clothing, but you know what I mean. So I've also noticed I just started online dating again. It's been a long time since I've done that, and I noticed that I am extremely picky with who I'm talking to, and any little thing sends me running away. Where before I'd be like, oh, but I feel bad, or oh no, I guess I can overlook that. And now I'm just not taking any chances because I know what I deserve and I know what I need, and I know it's gonna take someone really special, and I'm not even ready to get into like a serious relationship right now because I still have a lot of goals for myself, and I feel like I need to do those alone, and a relationship can take up a lot of time. But it was just interesting, you know, going back to try and date, and I feel a lot more confident. And so here's a little story for you before I run out of time on my phone. There was a boy that I had previously dated, and we dated for a little while, and I liked him, and one night while we were sort of like seeing each other, let's just call it that, he was out with another girl, and we were at a bar, and I was drunk, and I went up to the girl and I was like, oh, just be really careful because he's a player, he's been seeing me the last couple nights. And she told him, and he proceeded to send me Facebook messages, call me a fat bitch, and just totally berated me. Which was really, it was more disheartening because we had like hooked up and, you know, like made out and things like that. I won't get into details, but that was really the hard thing for me, because when you give someone your body, you know, you're trusting them. Like, it's so personal, and it's so, like, I don't know. I won't get into details because that's my personal life, but yeah, it was really upsetting, and I ended up blocking him from Facebook. So I was on the online dating website, and this guy messages me. This was years ago, maybe like 6 years ago. And a guy messages me, and he was like, tried to talk to me, and I looked his profile, didn't find him fascinating, didn't find him that smart, so I just ignored him. And then he messaged me again a few days later, and he said, "Is that you, Lauren, or Laura?" And he didn't know my name. So I was like, "Do I know you?" And he was like, "Yeah, this is," and he told me who he was. And he was like, "Wow, you look so great, you look so different." And he was trying to talk to me, he wanted my phone number, and you know, I'm a nice person, and I'm very non-confrontational when it comes to guys. I feel like I'm very nice, and like, you know, I just am not, I don't stand up for myself like I should. And at first I didn't say anything, and then he kept asking me for my phone number, and I was like getting pissed about it, because I'm like, you know, you were so rude to me, and you called me a fat bitch, and now you want my phone number because I look better, because I've lost weight, and now you think I'm sexy. And like, I just feel like I hate those people. I hate them. And I get it. Some people like aren't attracted to bigger women. Obviously he was for the time I was with him. But it's just so demeaning and degrading when you call someone fat. Like, that's just, it's a horrible, horrible word. I'd rather be called a C-U-N-T, honestly. I don't like that word, but I'd rather be called that because it wouldn't affect me in the way that fat would. Fat. Like, it just has this awful, awful sound and awful meaning behind it, and it makes me feel awful. And I feel like I always think of responses of like what I would say to people now if they said, you know, if they called me fat, like I'd be like, "Oh, actually I lost 100, you know, I think of like ways, like just in case, to be prepared that someone calls me fat, because I know it's gonna happen, you know, and I have all these thoughts, and I don't think it would really bother me, honestly, because, you know, now I know what it was like before when I was so big and whatever, but it still gets to you, it still gets to your heart, and it still, you get that same feeling. For a second, you get that same feeling. A girl on an online website, I made a comment about something she wrote, and she was like, "Oh, it looks like you could use, you know, $20 worth of ice cream, you fat B-I-T-C-H." I get called a fat bitch a lot, apparently. But, and it stung me for a second, because again, the word fat, I've been dealing with it my whole life, and it stung me for a second, and then I laughed about it, and I smiled, and I was like, no, I'm not fat. Like, I thought about it, and I'm like, I'm beautiful, and you know, I've lost 100 pounds, and I feel wonderful, and I don't know, so it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I actually wrote her a private message on Facebook, because I noticed that she had 2 daughters, and I said, you know, that's really not a good thing to call someone, because I can take it, but next time you might not get someone who can take it. And, you know, I mean, they might go off the deep end. They might either come after you, or they might decide they're suicidal. I mean, you don't know what someone's going through. You can't do that to someone. So I was very calm about it, and she was like, "That's fine, I don't care." And she totally didn't care, and whatever. And I was like, Little Miss Righteous, like, and I was like, I hope your children never have to go through that. I hope your daughters don't have to go through someone calling them fat, and I hope they don't learn from you in your language. So I was like, Little Miss, like, do-gooder. But that's my experience with fat lately. And finally, I did tell this boy off, so to speak. I said, "You were horrible to me, you know, why would you want my phone number when you were so horrible to me?" And he was like, "Oh, it's in the past, everything's in the past." He never apologized. He just said, "Everything's in the past, that was years ago." And I know he like went into the military and is probably all reformed now and whatever, but I don't care, it's the principle, and no, you cannot have my phone number. Anyways, I'm going to go, but thank you guys for watching and for listening, and I hope you like the red lipstick, and I hope that you have the courage to try something new, and I will update you on my journey as I keep going, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.